going on, y'all? Now today we're gonna make a Easter Deco mesh wreath, and this one might not have a bow. Okay, so I'm starting with a wire work frame. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna cut our ribbons first. Cut all my ribbon tails, whatever I need, and then I assemble the entire wreath. So my ribbon tails are 13 inches. 13 inches is kind of my go-to. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And y'all, I need 9 of each color. So I'm just grouping these up. I'm putting that purple with the leopard. Okay, so I just bundled up all of my ribbons. That way they're stacked, ready to go. Okay, so I do just stack these up one on top of each other. And I'm cutting, these are my outer ring ruffles. And these are always 30 inches. Okay, so we're going to do 30 inches. So these were cut at 30 inches. And these are for my, this is for the outer ring. Okay, so the outer ring has that. And now I'm not going to add that black and white on the inner ring. I'm going to add more of that lavender. I do want some more of that lavender color. But I want to bring in this pink, this baby pink. So we're cutting these ruffles at 18 inches. That purple one that I just had in my hand isn't quite enough, but we're going to use it. We're not going to let it go to waste. So I cut all of my ruffles for my inner ring and all of my ruffles for my outer ring already. The outer ring ruffles are 30 inches. The inner ring ruffles are 18 inches. I was looking for some 21-inch mesh, and I have no 21-inch burlap mesh. So we're going to use this 10-inch mesh. So I'm just going to drop it down the way I do for a for the 21-inch mesh. Gather that. Set that in one of my twist ties. And I'm going to still measure out 10 inches. Okay. So yeah, you can definitely use 10-inch mesh if you don't have 21-inch mesh. I've done it before, and especially like right now, since I know I don't have any 21-inch mesh, that's exactly what we're doing. Okay. Okay. Okay, so just cutting that. Y'all, this is the sign we're using. Let's see if I can get it without the glare. It says Happy Easter. I cut my ribbon tails at 13 inches. My outer ring ruffles are 30 inches. And then my inner ring ruffles are 18 inches. Y'all, if you would have told me like 3 years ago that I would be teaching people how to make wreaths and stuff, I literally would have said, no, that's not going to happen. You're crazy. So just making a ruffle, I just set that into one of my wreath ties on the outer ring. And twist that in. So that's exactly what I'm setting it in, y'all. No particular way. Just setting it in that twist tie. So naturally this kind of wants to curl in on itself. So I'm just helping it out just a little bit. Running it up against my stomach. Y'all, I am a belly ruffler. That's what I'm going to call that. Because I always use my stomach to make my ruffles. Okay. Y'all, this is what we have so far. Look how pretty that black and white with that lavender came out too. Okay, so just adding these ruffles in. These were 18 inches. We did start off this video with me pre-cutting everything. Okay, so y'all, that's our base. Look how nice and fluffy and full that is. So y'all, we did cut all of our ribbons already. These are all at 13 inches. 13 inches is kind of my go-to length. So we're going to go ahead and just start adding our ribbon tails in. Fold it in half, pinch it, untwist my wreath tie, set that in, twist it in once, twice. So y'all, this is what our wreath looks like so far. Look at all that fun leopard print. So next, I want to add in our sign. This sign already comes with 2 holes in it. I am going to get my hole punch, my metal hole punch, and I want to punch in 2 more on the right and left hand side of it. Now, if you had the cable mount squares, you could use those. This already came with the holes punched in it, so I'm just using the holes that were already punched in it. So running that pipe cleaner through. And I'm attaching that to that wire frame. I always make sure that I'm attaching that to that wire frame. Running that through my mesh. So just making sure to secure that pipe cleaner to that frame. So running that through my mesh. Again, finding that wire frame. Okay. So this is what we have so far. Y'all, look how pretty and look how nice and full this looks, even without a bow. So we are going to make a half bow. Half bows have kind of been my jam. So we're going to make our tail at 7 inches. Now, I'm doing this by hand, but if you wanted to, you can use your easy bow maker to do this. Measuring our first loop at 8 inches with a 10-inch tail. Making a 10-inch tail. And now we're going to go up in size 9 inches with a 7-inch tail. So I made a 7-inch tail, and we're going to do another 9-inch loop. Pinch and twist. Okay, so that's exactly what we should have so far. 11 inches tail, and now we're going to bring our next loops to 10 inches. Pinch and twist. 10 inches. Now, the 4-inch ribbon is kind of a last minute decision. And I'm going to make that loop about 11 inches. And make my tail. Okay, so if you're doing this on the Easy Bow Maker, you're definitely going to want to start off with your 4-inch ribbons first. Start from your 4-inch, work up to your 1.5 inch or 7/8 inch ribbon. Okay. Y'all, and I use zip ties for my bows because to me, I feel like it makes that bow really like pop. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to put this now. We're just going to dovetail our ribbons. There's our wreath.